Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to give a little update on my plants. I got my strawberries up here, most of them, and then I have the yellow pepper, two more tomato plants from the 99-cent store, sun gold yellow, like cherry tomatoes type plant, and a couple of the Cherokees, and of course the mulberry, and then this mulberry here. So let me just do a real quick walk around. It's supposed to be like a blend for salads or whatever. I'll probably use it for tacos or something. I've never done these before, so I don't know. Giving it a veg growth, so like what you would give a tomato. That's the fertilizer I'm giving it with worm castings and that. The lettuce turned really yellow or whatever this is, so I separated this one and I'm feeding it on its own, see if it'll come back. My blackberries got a lot of new foliage. As you can see, got a lot of new foliage on it, so hopefully they'll take off heavy, so it doesn't need water. Got some baby strawberry plants. This is a champion, and then this is one of the ones up here. And what I got going on is, like I said, the sun gold tomato. This one's only been in here like a week and a half, and it passed this one up, so it's taken off. I just did this one like 4 to 5 days ago, and it's taken off. Put this one in this weekend, so 4 days, and it's taken off. These two haven't really done anything, mulberries, so whatever. This one, I put some soil in the bottom and on top. It's a Cherokee purple tomato, so those are large. This is also a Cherokee purple. It's not really doing anything right at the second. I think it's because it just got transplanted, so we'll see if it takes off in the next week. I'll be transplanting that this weekend, or I'm sorry, I just put soil in it, so I'll be transplanting it next weekend. As for the strawberries, I have some runners coming in, so I'll be trying to root those. I have some that are already rooted, and then some down in there that I'm hoping will start to root, so I can put the cup like this with some cocoa coir and root them. As you can see, got one right there. I'm just letting it root so that I can put it in a cup. I have a few right here. And this one's probably ready right there. This one's probably ready right here where my thumb is. This one has a little bit of root, but it's not ready to be clipped. I'm gonna fill up these two, so I need 6 of them. And I have a couple more of these containers I can add if I wanted to. So maybe I might put one on this side here and one more on that side over there to add even more strawberries, because I like strawberries. It's kind of nice to come out and have fresh strawberries, eat 3 or 4 of them, and enjoy the garden. Let me walk over here. This is where I mix the water, because I want to pH it to 6.0. So I got my pH tester, and inside of the drawer here I have pH up and pH down, so I can get the correct pH after I add the nutrients, if I add any nutrients. If I'm not adding nutrients, I just go ahead and pH it. And then here's some containers, 6 and 7 gallon. I'm gonna put the Cherokee purple tomato trees in those. I want to test between the 5, 6, 7 gallon. I was going to get the 10 gallon, but I don't want to waste all that soil. I'm disabled, so it's a workout for real to mix my own soil to save having, it's the only way I can really afford it, because soil's like $14 a bag. And one bag might fill up one of these, maybe. I think this was a little bit more than a bag to do this one, so I'm doing it myself. It only costs about maybe $5 to do a container like this, possibly $5.50. Anyway, this is my grapefruits. We move on. This was just a piece of a plant like 12 years ago, and it's the first plant I planted when I came here, so I just keep it for prosperity or whatever. Here's a Cherokee. They've really gotten a lot bigger, and I've added soil underneath and on top of these so that they have more room to grow more roots before I transplant them again. When I do transplant them, they'll be going into those 6 and 7 gallon ones. I'll be putting these 3 and then one more over there that's on the other side. This here is my Mandarin Orange. As you can see, I was complaining last video that there wasn't anything really on it, and if it was, they were yellow. Now I got a whole bunch on here. It's just like going crazy. So I guess the fertilizer helped and brought them to green and everything. And so yeah, I'm gonna go crazy with it, hopefully. This usually produced a lot. Even last year it produced a lot, and that was its first year here. I had it at the end of a season when I got this tree. It was at the, like fall 2 years ago. So it had a few of them on it from Armstrong's, but it really didn't do anything. So I had to wait till the next year, which was last year, and then this year's the second year I've had it. So it should really produce. Last year it produced a lot. And there's the Cherokee. This one's pretty big, dude. Look how thick those are. This is my blood orange. It has like a deficiency. As you can see, it's showing the veins, but it's going yellow. That's usually an iron and manganese issue if it's like that. Can't really see, but some of it's right here, that would be like iron, possibly deficiency. See how it's all the way yellow? That's iron. So I have a fuller spray that's iron and zinc, so I'll be spraying it on this tree, and it'll absorb that through the leaf. It's more dangerous to go through the soil with your you could put bone meal, but you don't want to do too much. But if you want an immediate reaction to where the plant gets the iron and zinc, then you'll use spray and grow. And we used to use that when I grew weed, so I'm gonna use it on these. I used it last year, and it worked great. It brought it back to green. So as you can see, I got a lot of good pieces, a lot of good blood oranges coming up. It didn't have anywhere near this last year. I think I got 4 or 6 max, and I got about maybe 20 or more on here right now, and it'll bloom, and it'll bloom again twice before winter. So hopefully I'll get a lot of them. I like blood orange. They're fucking awesome. Anyway, this is my lemon tree. It was about that. It's grown about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 inches in the last 2 weeks. I mean, all of this, none of this was here. None of this piece was here at all. It was just like a little leaf down there. So all of this purple you see is new, definitely, and it's grown probably 8 inches overall since I got it. So that's good. It likes the new soil I put in there. I put cocoa coir and compost, and then I add the worm castings and fertilizer. So I'll be doing that. My plumeria is coming out. This one produces a lot of flowers, but it doesn't look pretty at all. So I was going to, cut pieces off. I'm gonna do that this winter, and I'll make like 5 plants out of it, which will be fine. But right now I'm just gonna let it bloom and enjoy the blooms. Anyway, this one also has fruit on it, by the way. This lemon tree. This is a Eureka lemon, dwarf lemon. So it'll only get maybe another foot taller, so as tall as these trees. So that's how it is. My strawberry over here, these are the Chandlers. They don't produce as much, or I'm sorry, for as long as mini crops as the other ones. And I'm having a little bit of an issue with caterpillars. So I'm gonna have to come out here in an hour or two. As you can see, things are getting chewed up. I'm gonna have to come out here, and then there's a little damage right here, and I don't know if something crawled its way in there to eat, so I'm gonna cut it open and find out. Doesn't seem to be any damage on the other ones. Got a lot going on in here, a lot of little pieces and flowering. So this one's gonna produce a good amount. Looks like this got chewed up. Look at that. Look at that. That is just all chewed up. So I'll have to deal with this tonight. I got a lot of flowers, a little flowering coming in, a lot of strawberries coming in on this one. So this will produce until, you know, November or something. And I'll keep getting strawberries, and these are just tasty. These are awesome. So the other ones are good, but they're a little bit more tart. And they produce more. The other strawberries do. They'll produce twice, where this one produces till like whatever, September, October, November, somewhere in there it'll just stop. But it doesn't produce as much, you know. You got your June bearing, basically June, July, August, and sometimes the ones from August will take a little while to finish off, a month or whatever, September, you know, maybe into October. The other ones will produce twice, and I'll have them all the way until December. So that's why I wanted that. And you know, I get strawberries on this all the way year round, but I just don't get that many. Like I'll see like 3 or 4 come out off season, and then I'll see 3 or 4, and then 3 or 4, you know, every couple months, every month or so. So anyway, these are really good. If they produce more, then I'd be happy, but I need more strawberries than what these 6 plants are doing. Anyway, video's getting long. I'm having more of the grapefruit seeds if you want to come in too. So this will be interesting. And then I have some plants here to get the attention of bees, which I need to put in a pot, and then I'm going to take these and put them on the fence so that I can put strawberries in them. They're just, right now, they're just sitting here. I was going to put it up there, but it's just not enough light over here, so I'm going to put these in a little pot together and put them maybe up here so that it attracts bees. And then I have some parsley and cilantro, or whatever it is. What is it? I'm sorry, it's basil and what does that say? Yes, basil and cilantro. This one seems to have an iron deficiency too, so it's turning yellow. So I'm gonna do some foliar spray on it, see if that helps. Put it into a new container with worm castings and some other fertilizer, and see if I can fix all that up. But it'd be nice to come out here and grab some of it, dice it up, put it inside of some tacos or whatever, and you know, that kind of thing. I haven't figured out what to do with this. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of soil, because like I said, it takes time. But and I've had a few of the grapefruits fall off, as you can see. I'll chop these up and put them in the compost, in a compost pile or whatever. Figure it out. Look how big this is starting to get, and just fell off. So whatever. Sometimes the plants will drop off what they're not doing. Helicopter. Everybody's on high alert over that school shooting. Over here, you hear gunshots every week, twice a week, you know. It's not like, it's not new shit. There was somebody, yeah, I think there was a school shooting over here, but since it wasn't a white kid that did it, you know, they ain't tripping, you know. Anyway, our politicians don't care, you know. Don't want to make this a, you know, political thing, but politicians don't care. They just want more control. So they'll talk about gun control, and you know, they'll never get that because it's the people's only defense against a tyrannical government. It's the only way to fight back when they get to a point to where they're just ordering us to take vaccines. I mean, well, I guess that's, you know, they found a roundabout way to do that without ordering everybody to do it. They just basically said, you're going to lose your livelihood if you don't. So, you know, they found a way around any constitutional law, which tells you how sneaky they are. And it's not good, you know. Anyway, that's that. I'll do another update in a week or so.